The morning light, it hits my eye. Last night we partied like it's 99. You took my hand, we danced all night. That's all I remember, we can blame nobody. Look where we are, so beautiful. This world is ours for the taking now. Not holding back, not giving in. Stay a little longer in the moment now. No regrets now. I'm not feeling sorry for anything I've done. We light it up just to watch them burn it down. And we don't need them anyway. Just take the chance, make dreams come true. Will I ever see a pretty face again? Rendezvous is all I'm hoping for. Maybe we can meet up on a boulevard. Let's get away, yeah. Let's get away, yeah. Let's get away, yeah. Let's get away, yeah. 'Cause if we got one life to live, maybe we should just let go. Don't worry about tomorrow. Start counting your Insta follows. 'Cause the sun comes up again. New days they begin. So hold on to me, 'cause I won't let go of you. No regrets now. I'm not feeling sorry for anything I've done. We light it up just to watch them burn it down. And we don't need them anyway. Just take the chance, make dreams come true. Will I ever see a pretty face again? Rendezvous is all I'm hoping for. Maybe we can meet up on a boulevard. Let's get away, yeah. Let's get away, yeah. Let's get away, yeah. Let's get away, yeah. Let's show the world what we're made of. The fire in our bones never faded. We cannot hold it any longer. 'Cause every day the feeling's getting stronger. Just take the chance, make dreams come true. Will I ever see a pretty face again? Rendezvous is all I'm hoping for. Maybe we can meet up on a boulevard. Let's get away, yeah. Let's get away, yeah. Let's get away, yeah. Let's get away, yeah.
It's Dota time once again. DreamLeague Season 24, the Miswa Qualifiers. Welcome, my friends, to the blessed region, where we have had more forfeits and disqualifications than games. But that doesn't matter because we're now in the upper bracket. Both of these teams have already played a series, so one would imagine that we are going to see another series here right now. Now, let me just tell you, give me the skinny real quick. We do have a team missing from the lobby at the moment, but we've had lobby issues all day, especially the last kind of half hour or so. There's been a few problems, so I'm willing to give them a benefit of the doubt and say that we might be starting a little late, but potentially we might still be playing the game. So, Nigma Galaxy on the cards.
I also just closed my Dota, so I'm also not helping because I need to quickly reload back into lobby. But yes, Nigma Galaxy is very much ready in the lobby, raring to go. They are just waiting for their opponent. So
They're there before we are. These guys are
yes,
very
they're
professional.
keen.
Like they're always ready to go. So yeah, I mean, I've actually heard about that. Like teams really like playing against teams which are good on like scrimming etiquette and everything. That's actually a pretty big
True.
thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not going to leak who are the good and who are the bad teams, but there's some very well mannered teams out there. Some some oops I slept in sort of teams out there as well. And it's something which you know if you are an aspiring pro or if you're already a pro, then punctuality very important because a good team. If you turn up, if you're a bad team and you want to scrim against a good team, which you should want to, and then you turn up on time every single time, then they're going to be like, yeah, sure, why not? You know, we know these guys are reliable. If you're like if you turn up late, then they're not going to bother with you. So, you know, important thing, a little thing which maybe some aspiring pros don't think about out there. But yeah, give it a think. Did you ever have an experience with that when you were coach T Governor? The scrim
100%. There, so many teams. Like, it's especially so when I was in South America. But this was again like Chaos was like the best team in South America for the year, or but honestly for like 2-3 years. I joined it kind of in the final year, but the amount of times we get cancelled where we'd set up a scrim with another team and it's like sorry, one player slept in, and it's like it was rough back then. I think nowadays the region has matured a lot, so it's a lot better. But even to this day, like the amount of times where you'll organize a scrim, and this was like 2 years ago when I was doing it as well a little bit, and it's like, sorry, friend needs to go hospital. It's like, bro, come on, just be honest. Don't make up a lie. Don't use an actual like thing, because like there's only so many times you can use that card, and like you can't joke about health here. But yeah, the people bring up the most wild of excuses. Just like, sorry, we didn't scrim you today. You know, cat stuck in tree, had to call fireman. It's like, all right, sure, whatever. But that aside, this series, I believe, is. Ooh. If it occurs, is meant to be the closest series that Nigma will have to play in this qualifier. You know, we did see Drago Kings play so far in this qualifier. They have played 2 best of 3s.
Yeah, they were okay.
The most out of any other team so far. But
yes,
they're the type of team where I would see them being in a closed qualifier, doing well, but not qualifying. That's kind of the strength I see of this team. So getting to this position, of course, due to the region's lack of depth, that's fine. But I feel like they've shown like some draft strength, some individual play strength. They might not be as disciplined or as, you know, seasoned as other teams, but I feel like this is like, out of all the teams we had in the qualifiers so far, this is a team that probably won't lose in 17 minutes to Nigma. I think we've got at least, I'd like to think, a 25-minute game on the cards potentially.
Ooh, okay. All right, we'll see if we make it that far. Yeah, I mean, this team, it's got some high-ranked players, and they have very stable drafting from what we've seen. That's been my biggest compliment of this team has absolutely been their drafting. They tend to just draft heroes which look like, you know, meta and strong, and, you know, a full 5-man team which is looking like it's gonna, you know, do the job. And talking of a full 5-man team, by the way, we do have 4 players in the lobby from the other side. 5 obviously from the Galaxy. All ready to go. So we're just waiting on 1 more player, which means I think we're gonna get to cast some Dota, which is very exciting for us. Because
that is. Yeah. Oh, they're asking to play in EU. No, why are they asking to play? Stop! This? You're literally in the Miswa ex-MENA region. Like,
yeah, despite I praise their draft, 10 out of 10 on drafting, 0 out of 10 on lobby chat. Okay, every single lobby they come into, they go, "Hey guys, can we?" I don't mind like asking if they can play in EU, I guess, but it's like no one's gonna say yes to that. Like,
especially for like Nigma, they have a boot camp in the region. Why would they then actively put themselves on like hyper ping disadvantage?
It's a big question. You know, hey, you got to shoot a shot. You got to shoot a shot. Okay,
that's true. That's
my
true.
first year of casting, I sent an email to Valve support, said, "Hey, can I cast TI?" You know, it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Yeah, and how'd that get you? How close have you got to?
Yeah, no, I was meant to do it. I just stubbed my toe and couldn't.
It went to spam
attend.
the response, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I found. Got filled to my spam mail. Damn it.
It happens. Yeah, it's okay. Well, again, just for context,
We should talk
the
about Nigma
side of
Galaxy. We
Drago
should...
King. No. We can talk about Drago Kings for a second because we just like kind of like
Okay.
half flamed them, but didn't give maybe context for new viewers, right? So Drago Kings have 2 American players and then 3 players who are from Iran. So basically, what they're trying to do is they're trying to in every series they play, they ask their opponent to play on Western Europe because it's for them it's in the middle, but this qualifier is very much in the Middle East. So logically, you would just say no every time because there's no reason to play in Europe when you're a Middle East qualifier. That's the context of what we're talking about. Anyway, Nigma Galaxy, you had a point you wanted to bring up about those lads?
I mean, I was just going to do what we do every time they play and talk a little bit about this team. Maybe some people are stumbling across the new form of Nigma Galaxy for the first time, and I think it's important to cue them in. Of course, we're in that reshuffle period, guys. TI has been and gone. We had a week, just a week, well, a little bit over a week, but a week to get our players sorted, to make your trades, to make your shuffles, to change things around, to make those deals. We had contracts being signed on the beer-covered tables of the after party. It was chaos, and now we have Miracle, Samael, Noob, Omar, and GH all playing for Nigma Galaxy now, which means that, yeah, this team's kind of moved in a different direction. Kuro's no longer playing in the team, and we've got a lot of star power and a lot of kind of stability coming from Noob and Omar, who had a pretty good stint, I would say, in PSG Quest. The later parts of PSG Quest perhaps not going the way they wanted, but definitely in their early stages, they looked like a very, very promising team, just didn't deliver on the international stage eventually, especially after losing Amar. And now Noob's going to move to 3, GH is going to move to 5, so a bit of an adjustment period for them. They didn't quite make it in the last qualifiers, but these qualifiers are going to be extremely easy for them, so we will be seeing them most likely at DreamLeague. And yeah, we'll just get to see them smash the team of Drago Kings most likely here. Again, there's always a chance, but it's very, very low.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I think this is a kind of exciting change for Nigma because less about any karaoke line that someone might say. I think it's just really cool bringing Noob and Amar to the roster with the flex that you're talking about. Noob shifting role. And also, like, Noob, Amar, GH, they're really good friends. They all come from the same country. They're all from Lebanon. They've been playing, some international, some national Dota together. They've also, played in other national tournaments together in different iterations and kind of in other countries when they're kind of at the +2. So it's like they've been around a lot in the last, since Noob's kind of pro career, he's been around Omar, he's been around GH for a really long time. So for them to finally get to play together, it's kind of like, it feels kind of like an inevitable kind of event, but it's just surprising that it's Noob to offlane, right? But we also spoke about this like yesterday, where like offlane is a starved role realistically for top level players. So a lot of players, when they are looking at roster shuffles, getting to the offlane role is a pretty exciting idea because it means you get to go from being, let's say, a up and coming mid laner to suddenly you're now an offlaner for a potential top team. Again, it's hard to say that for Nigma because they haven't been a top team for a year or so, but with the likes of Miracle Sumo, Omar from 4 and PSG Quest is incredibly strong. GH experience now going to 5. It's like a 4-player going to a 5 role. That's going to be fine. That's not jarring. So I think on paper everything looks really strong, and the only question mark is how good can Noob be from the offlane quick enough to keep up with the pace of like Sumo mid, GH, Omar, and of course Miracle. So I think that's where like Noob, all eyes on him a lot. And this qualifier, like you said, very simple, very easy. No name team, no organizations against them. It's all just random stats. So this isn't really going to teach us much. So when they do inevitably qualify for Dream League Season 24, that's when kind of like the reality will hit them very quick, and they'll have to
Indeed
kind of wake up to the tournament.
Interestingly, Nigma Galaxy did turn around and say, actually, you know what? We don't mind. Well, we'll play on EU West. So we did actually remake the lobby, and we'll be playing this game on EU West. So yeah, I mean they're just nice guys.
Good lads.
They'll tank a bit of ping.
Did we join the lobby?
These games. Yeah. Do you want me to throw you in?
Yeah. You dragging me into it? I didn't realize they remade them.
All good. We're ready to go. So yeah,
fair play. Hats off to. Can we get a round of applause for Nigma? That's very nice of them. Again, they don't need to play Western Europe because this qualifier is literally in an entire different part of the world. They don't need to play Western Europe. So fair play to Nigma. Sportsmanship is shining in this qualifier. So yeah, good stuff to them. And it's just going to be a battle of the ping. Then it's going to be I don't know. I don't even know where they are based. I'm pretty sure they're going to have over 100 ping for this game now because of this. But
We'll have a look when we
We
go
shall
to the
see.
lobby. You'll do
Yeah.
the old console check. We can check these things. We have the power. So
We do.
yeah, it is a further delay to the lobby though, which is why we're taking a bit of time to get started. But that's all right. But
No, we just
yeah.
love talking.
Eyes on Noob. Eyes on GH as well, I think, for a large part, and generally like the leadership of this team as well. I think for GH, for Miracle, for Smail, to lead, to no longer have Kuro and his sort of wisdom and leadership is going to be a big shift for the team, I reckon.
I honestly, I would agree with you if we were back in like TI 1 to 5 era of Dota, and that
You're
isn't
just going to
me.
stop on TI1. Like if
No,
this was
no, 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 no.
13 years ago, your point would be relevant, but
No, and I don't mean that because of a player. I mean more. I think Dota shifted from having I don't know, authoritarian. Is that how you pronounce it?
yeah.
Yeah, captains where it's like, this is my Dota, do this, do that. It was very much kind of like the, follow my lead, I'm the shot caller, right? And nowadays, traditional Dota is blended from being one shot caller to, is the carry ready to fight, you to communicate? Does the mid want to make a move, you communicate? Everyone needs to have a voice. So I think Kuroki's, big voice and prestige of that, nowadays, you don't need a player to be as vocal potentially. And we don't really know how vocal Kuroki was in game. Out of game, strategy, etc. Of course, he's like a leader. But I think in game, losing a big voice isn't as bad if everyone's already talking and communicating at the same level. And I would assume any team in that tier 1, tier 2 space has that many communicators. So yes, I think it's of course still a slight L to lose a vocal person. But in the long run, I think having players like Omar, having Noob come into the roster, and potentially Kuroki shifting to a coach or whatever role down the line, that will bring a lot more life to the stack and heighten them in the current day style of Dota that we kind of all are known to witness nowadays. So yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird, but I don't know if the big captain loss is as much. But in draft,
Maybe
yes,
not.
that will potentially impact them a lot.
Yeah, we'll see. And hero pools obviously get affected when you move roles as well. Not so much from 4 to 5, but definitely from 3 to 4, because you just from 2 to 3, because you just might not have the same depth of hero pool on Noob as you would on a conventional offlaner. We'll see how much Noob's been able to practice and get on those heroes. But yeah, we are very shortly going to go. More lobby drama, by the way, guys. Well, almost lobby drama anyway. It looked like we weren't going to be able to get the tag sorted for a second, which would have been really funny because Drago Kings have some absolutely phenomenal player lane names, such as 1K player, and this account is boosting. But sadly, I mean, you'll see those in the draft anyway. But sadly, we did get the tag sorted, so they'll be called their proper names and everything in the game. So yeah, it would also been really confusing for Nigma Galaxy as well because Fear. Who's called EG? Oh, Samael is called EG Fear, as he usually is, which isn't super fun to come across when casting him, but luckily when they're tagged up, that doesn't matter. So should be underway shortly, and we'll see how this one goes down. But yeah, if I were to put a percentage on it, I'd probably be looking around maybe. I'll give him 7%.
7?
7%.
I was gonna give him 5. But if anything, that might have been a 3. But I think 5 was the polite answer.
Okay.
I think when you give a team 5%, that's your way of saying they're not meant to win the game, but you don't want to sound like a mean person and go like 1%, It's like 5 is like my cushioning. 7 feels like you're getting close to 10, and 10% is quite big.
No, wait,
if we're doing
7
rounding
is
here.
closer to 5 than it is to 10, though. So
That
we're
is
still in
true,
the,
but if we're using the 5 as our rounding point, sure.
10 seconds remaining.
All right, guys, we do have a lobby available. I'm hoping everything's going to be all right. So, we'll make the jump in and go and check it out because I don't want to tease you guys just with the voiceover for the lobby for the draft when you can't see it. But, yeah, so far, so good. Looks like we're actually going to get to cast a game, T-Gov, now. How excited are you?
I really want to do the monotone answer. No, I'm very excited.
I can't
No, it feels
wait.
weird. We've been up since 9 o'clock this morning in the hope to cast a game. We've been told that a team got forfeit like an hour before one game. We then started talking about another series and got cancelled again because of forfeit. So it's like we've technically been working for how long? That's 8 hours or so.
Something like that. 10,
Yep.
yeah.
9 hours. Yep. So we've done a lot of work, guys.
We're such hard work.
Try and cast.
We really are. Yeah. Grinders in the realist sense. Meanwhile, you've got like Gareth and Waga going on the stream who literally have gone back to back without a break because all of their games have gone three games. They've started at the same
So
time
we've
as
done
us.
nothing.
They
Yeah.
haven't stopped. Meanwhile, we have done absolutely nothing. That's how it goes
Woo, let's
sometimes.
go.
That's how it goes. It's how the cookie crumbles. But shout out to the other side of the caster duo as well, who turned up to cast today and haven't had to cast a single series today. They got all of their series cancelled, which sucks. So it's very sorry, Jeeves and Flapjack, I think, who are the Miswa secondary streamcasters, and that's their run done as well. So I think they got maybe like 1 or 2 series in. Unlucky, but that's how it goes sometimes. And that's why you should turn up to your games if you're an aspiring pro. But nevertheless, let's get into this one as we have Drago King starting things off with the Wind Ranger on the first pick. What's cool is left in the pool. There is quite a lot up for grabs here.
5 seconds remaining.
We'll see where they go. Again, Nigma Galaxy have been utilizing Mars a lot so far in their stint as a team. They've been using Clockwork.
The sniper got
pickup.
through.
The real question is, let me double check their previous drafts. Have they been playing Sniper? So yesterday they didn't play Sniper. In the BB qualifiers, they played Sniper mid. And yeah, I like the idea of that, honestly. I know they obviously can flex it for Sumel or Omar, it's not a problem, but
5 seconds.
as long as Sniper is in flex, then I'm fine with it. During TI, I think a lot of teams didn't understand the hero too much, and they were just picking it because other teams were doing it, and they saw how strong it was in lane, but they didn't really grasp on the bigger picture of the hero, right? Like Sniper needs to snowball the game. Like, you need to use your winning lane, you need to keep taking the fights, you need to find those moments, because if the game stagnates, you just wish your 4 position had the ability to smoke gank, had the ability to control a team fight. So it's like that lack of momentum from the 4 role caused a lot of teams a lot of issues. Like having the lowest win rate of the most picked hero at TI in the first 3 days. It was insane.
Yeah.
So I think at least for Nigma here on second pick with that flexibility, also how they played the qualifiers so far, I don't think they have a problem with Sniper as a first pick. And yeah, the Clockwork that I mentioned is picked up to kind of further that potential skirmishing if this is the support Sniper.
Yeah, so I don't mind it either way. I think you can flex a Sniper from this point, see what his matchups are going to be. I think Sniper Clockwork will always be good no matter where they're played. It's just a kind of natural synergistic pairing where the Clockwork does what the Sniper doesn't, and the Sniper does what the Clockwork doesn't. So it's quite nice to have that combination. Good vision game as well on the Clock. I mean, Clock is a really, really nice answer to Sniper as well, especially with the changes to Sniper's facet with ghillie suit and everything. You really want to make sure you're getting some vision onto that Sniper, because if you're sitting in fog, you're going to have a bad time. So that's where Rocket Flare can come in very, very big, and definitely something which you're going to want on your team against its heroes. So instead, Drago Kings are going to run for the Invoker. So Wind Ranger Invoker as their opening. Seems like they've really got their cards on the table here, but they just want to get their comfort out. They want to get what's strong and what they're good at, and they're going to take calls early in the draft to achieve that.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds.
Does remove the
remaining.
flexibility, but again, that's perfectly fine. I prefer Windrunner being the carry in 9 times out of 10 in most drafts. I think Windrunner mid doesn't have the same punch as the carry. You lose a lot of mobility, and cheap damage seems to be the way Drago King is going. You've got Scatterblast, little Shredder, you've got the control of a Qualifiers Invoker available. Then with the power shot of Winner, there's a lot of laning phase and early moves that can be made, like poke your head for a twin game. I'm liking it. It is setting up for quite a nice draft. Kind of feels like a Mars or a big off-lane initiator would round out their draft quite nicely from this phase of the game. But for Enigma, they pick up the Willow and come on, pick the Mars. You know you want to. There we go. Take it away from Drago Kings.
There it is.
And it's 2 heroes that I mentioned right at the start of most of Nigma's drafts. The ones that look best is when they have Clock 5 and Mars 3. That is kind of the S tier draft so far that they've presented us, and now it shows the Sniper, and also it's the Wi-Fi draft because you have Sniper, then Clock, then Willow, then Mars. It's perfectly in sync.
That's true. That's true. The height order. Love to see that. So yeah, got a nice some nice combos coming through. I mean, this is their bread and butter, but it's not like it's not like some rubbish 50-50 gross bread with some budget margarine on it. Nah, this is This is good stuff. This is your farmhouse, freshly baked by a local baker from the oven. You know, you get it. It's nice and crispy when you cut into it with a knife. Then you have some butter just churned from a cow, and you put that on there, and it's like melting on.
You're going too
This
far.
is their bread and butter. Yeah, I just thought I'd buy you some time to think of your next point, because you've done a lot of talking in this draft so far, but I don't really have much to add. So.
No, I'm just chilling. I was really contemplating if I wanted to eat my raspberry yogurt yet, or if I'd save it for.
That was your chance. I could have gone for. I had 20 more minutes in me of that. You could have had it.
I sacrificed my yogurt at the expense of the viewer not having to listen to you about talk about churning butter. Oh. Alas, Drago Kings now they pick up the Earth Spirit.
Oh,
okay,
that's not expected. So either this is a support Earth Spirit, or the Invoker's support, or something's going off lane, or
Snap 5 and ES4 would be the most digestible version of this draft. I think all the other variations might cause you to be a little bit sick, where it's like Invoker supports and then snaps and off lane, and no. But to be fair, Zoom Zigzag has played Wyvern off lane, so there is a world where it's like Snap and ES is your off lane duo, Snap being the core, Earthspirit being your 4, and they want to pick their 5 last. Like that is something I could maybe entertain due to the fact Zoom Zigzag likes to play these heroes, but
5 seconds remaining.
we'll see. They need to find more backline finding heroes, because at the moment, like Earthspirit rolls in, Mono Kisses gets thrown on top, and that's about it. Until Invoker and Winona have BKBs, there's no way for them to fully commit onto a sniper without the Clock, the Willow, and the Mars all using their defensive capabilities to keep Sniper alive. You've got Hookshot Power Cogs from Clock, you've got Terrorize and Bramble Maze from Willow, you have Spear and Arena from Mars. So it's like you have plenty of spells, and Drago Kings have one way to get to Sniper, then to set up for further damage, Sunstrikes or Tornadoes, EMPs, and Mono Kisses, right? So it's like, if Earthspirit doesn't find that role, game is difficult. So I'd love them to find one more form of initiation, but it's also difficult with the type of draft they have. Locking that in can be a little bit funky. It kind of needs to come from the offlane, but also that flexibility that I mentioned, that's what Nigma Galaxy are banning out. They're banning out the position 5s here because maybe Zoom Zigzag wants to pick up that Snapfire.
Could be the case, yeah. That's seems to be what Nigma Galaxy thinks is coming, or that, or the Earth Spirit's going to be played in some sort of core role. I'm not sure which one of these they want to play in a core role. I'm not sure there's any way which Drago Kings can play this where I'm like super loving what they throw down here. Like this might be full comfort, in which case fine. I'm here for it, but yeah, I'm not loving it. If the Earth Spirit is a support, I have real concerns about their lanes, because most teams aren't going to do particularly well in lanes versus Nigma Galaxy. Throwing an Earth Spirit onto there as well, and I don't know. I hope I'm not underestimating the guy, but I feel like he's not a very strong support hero in lane. And now they go with a Pudge as well. So it's just, it honestly feels like I haven't really thought much about how these heroes are going to kind of work together. And they're just kind of going, what do you want to play? I want to play my Pudge. I want to play my Invoker. That sort of deal, which is surprising. I mean, I could be doing them disservice. Maybe this is some deep strategy they've got coming out here.
They did play the Pudge yesterday, if I remember correctly. And
it was yeah, that was from Mamba, who I believe is on this team, and it was pretty incredible.
Yeah. It was a pretty good Pudge, but I would agree with you that it does feel that most of the draft has been player comfort rather than kind of setting up for the next piece. Because like when you look at Nigma's lineup, right, it's like the first phase sniper to open up the question marks, and then you have the the Clock, the Willow to protect it, the Mars to pair with the Willow. Then you conclude the draft with a Lone Druid to then bring the map pressure. So whilst Lone Druid pushes forward, the Mars, Willow, and Clock that can then decide, do I need to protect the Lone Druid who's sieging, or do I need to reposition to protect the Sniper who's getting jumped? It's a very simple draft, like protect the Sniper or protect the Lone Druid. And that's what the 3 heroes in the middle of the draft will be doing. And that's what, like, for Drago Kings, they're actually putting the Earth Spirit into the offlane role. So there was a little bit of quirkiness available, but offlane Earth Spirit with a Pudge support laning into a Lone Druid Clockwork.
All right, good luck, lads.
Miserable.
It's yeah. We'll see what they're able to do with that. My guess is not a whole lot. And this Druid gets the 5th pick as well. The hero which was first phase banned in every single game in the grand finals of TI, which was just 2 weeks ago, is now just kind of getting through to a final pick here. But we'll see. Drago Kings, hopefully you can kind of show off. At least we'll see some cool hooks, I guess. We might not see much coming out from this Earth Spirit, but who knows? Maybe this is actually the broken lane of all time. We did see Mamba land some absolute bangers in his series yesterday.
Yeah, they need to do like a kick. Like Clock needs to come up for a battery assault. Then Earthrick kicks him into a hook on the tower. You do it twice, get 2 kills.
True.
And then whilst Clock doesn't have TP to lane, then you run out the Lone Druid. But no, it sounds miserable. The lane from Drago Kings on paper sounds awful. That is where you're going to need Twin Terrors and Deathlike, the Windrunner and the Snapfire, to ensure their lane goes well, so they can open up some opportunities elsewhere on the map. That's actually such a. Did you see? Nuke's
Yeah, I
statement?
just checked the
that's
chat as
powerful.
well. So Drago got a draft penalty for coming to the lobby late, which is what we were talking about before and why we took a while to get into this game. When they reset up the lobby, it looked like Nigma accidentally got given the draft penalty for Drago Kings. And then Noob just says, it's fine, don't worry about it, we'll take it. They just couldn't be bothered to remake the lobby.
The fact that Nigma Galaxy are playing on Europe out of, just being sportsmen for Drago Kings, and they've tanked Drago Kings' pause time penalty for being late to the lobby. What else could Nigma Galaxy do in this series to just be the good guys? Like, they're 2 for 2 now. If I see a single tip from Drago Kings in this game towards Nigma Galaxy, then oof.
Yeah, someone better come and unplug Panda's keyboard because he had a lot to say. It already happened. It already happened.
Trust.
All right.
Yeah, there it is. No. Panda, he wants to make a name for himself. I'm 99% sure that he was the lad doing this in previous qualifiers. When he has his chance, he's gonna ping, he's gonna talk, he's gonna all chat. He is the budget Amar, but with 0 awards, it's okay. He's gonna get there. And this is where it begins. Like, we'll reference this game in like a year or 2 time when Panda Dash rises up into the scene. We'll be like, he knew all along. He had the confidence.
Or not.
He's a charismatic player.
Is that how you're gonna phrase it?
Correct.
You should work in spin and PR. Mr. Mamba coming on up with the deep ward. Should make his hooks nice and easy. See if they can catch anybody for a first blood. Who knows? Zoom zigzag. ZZZ. Or ZZZ. Not the smoke up from Nigma Galaxy, so...
Yeah, nice late one.
Yeah, and look at that ward up on the high ground as well.
30 seconds.
Yeah, I like the late smoke though. It's like we see teams always do the smoke to get the initial ward out, but if you just smoke, 30 seconds per rune, get your ward out through the smoke. It doesn't really matter if the first team did it, and then your smoke is actually allowing you to get through the vision that your enemy placed to find the ward. So I think logically the late smoke is better than the early smoke.
So
They are yet to connect on a hero.
Empty. Deathlike will be seen here, but will just be able to back themselves away. They were just tentatively poking on over, seeing if there's an opportunity for a bounty. Mamba's going to go for it. Will be able to... Oh, never mind. Noob grabs it whilst it flies past him. And Black Mamba will not be connecting on that bounty.
Yeah, nice positioning there from Mars to be able to click the bounty during the hook. But also, unfortunately for Mars, quite a poor usage of the Bramble Maze. Not getting the instant route onto the Pudge allowed him to disengage as well. So yeah, we got some potential chance for death, but nothing occurred. And now we go to the lanes. And Mars Willow is such a potent lane. In the off lane, they complement each other really nicely. You can throw down the bramble, you can spear your enemy or rebuke them through other brambles, bringing up the damage.
Yeah.
They just need to make sure they don't get hooked from Black Mamba. He is excited to potentially hit a hook. He went on like a 9 hook streak in his previous upper brackets game.
He did indeed, yeah. So we're expecting big things from you, Mr. Man. But that said, when he did finally break that streak, he ended up missing like 10 in a row.
Oh, don't talk about it. Come on.
The start was incredible. When it mattered, he landed him. That's the thing about
and a pause.
Don't worry about it. That's the thing about Black Mamba, right? He's there when you need him to be there. He's a player for when you need him, not from ahead. He plays best from behind. He gets you back into the game.
They only have...
He delivers.
Just so you're aware.
He's a finisher.
They only have 60 ping, by the way, just so you're aware.
Oh,
you just keep talking about this Pudge. What's it called?
Dude.
He is.
Thank you.
But I realized that we forgot to talk about the ping, so I quickly jumped on that one.
Yeah,
so
no,
60 ping for most of the Nigma players. And who...
It was the Americans. I think it was Zigzag.
1K.
always
Okay.
asks.
2 of the players still have 100 ping, by the way.
Yeah,
So
that
I'm
would be the
guessing they might even
Americans.
be. Is that West Coast America?
You'd hope so, but who knows? I don't know how internet works.
Well, East Coast would be lower ping than West Coast, but I just can't remember if NA gets less than 100 ping from East Coast to EU.
I think most of America gets around 100 these days because I think a lot of the Americans play on EU servers. Pretty much all.
That is true. Well, hopefully he is able to reconnect. This was a team, Drago Kings, that had a lot of technical problems in their previous series. A lot of pauses, a lot of lag, a lot of this and that. So
Yeah.
hopefully they're able to shake this off for this series. We are not sponsored by PowerPoint.
GH just sitting on the sides here. If he does get either of these two inside of his battery assault, then it's pretty hard for them to cast spells. Like these heroes, Cookie is really annoying to get off against a Clockwork. Roll is impossible to get off as the Clockwork, so pretty annoying Clockwork game. Ah, lovely drawings on the minimap as well. A little bit of art for us. Smell also off to a decent start in mid lane into these first few waves. It's one of those times where you're like, oh, but I'm sure Invoker just hasn't farmed his wave yet. But actually, Invoker's got more creeps alive than the Sniper does. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
Smell's actually just clapping him.
damn good. Yeah.
Yep. It'll go that way. It'll happen.
I think for Drago Kings, the potential good move for them to make, because their offlane's going to get on paper, it should be awful. Let's assume it does go awfully. You know, Snap and Earth Spirit roaming to mid, playing on like a tornado setup into roll Cookie. Like, there's a lot of options to kill Sumail early on into the game. You'll be completely sacking your offlane, but maybe that's an option for Dragon Kings. Like around minute 5 or 6, once their top lane does potentially crumble, is to kind of throw everything at the mid lane and kind of open up the game from there.
How much can you really rotate on the Sniper if the opportunity arises as well? Because
I think it's heavily based on active rune, because it's like a haste rune. Obviously, you're going to rotate. And then the position of your lane. Like if you're close to a tower, then of course Sniper TPing into a shrapnel slow, 2 right clicks and then assassinate. That's a high value move. But Sniper doesn't rotate when you're having to, you know, TP to the tower, walk down the lane, then for a spell, and then you're right clicking into like the aura of the tower as well. The bonus armor. It feels kind of weird. So I think it's a hero that can rotate, but you need it to be relatively close to your tower. You're not like a Storm or a Puck that can kind of TP in and chase down the lane a little bit easier without punishment.
yeah, you kind of want the setup to already be there for you to make sure that you do convert on those.
Mhm.
Waddling back to lane can be a little bit awkward as well, but same kind of goes for you. I mean, Invoke has a bit more catch. He's got a bit more in his toolbox, but Crossflex Invoke, you know, it's not super strong early on, so you do want to make sure that you're kind of following up. When you get that in, things start to change a little bit, especially when you have the Spirit Vessel and become a bit of a monster. Server issue.
Uh-oh.
Okay, fixing network. Coming in 30. Oh, that's very exact. Everybody, start your clocks.
I am waiting.
We get freebies now.
Where's First Blood going to come from? Place your bets.
Profitable increase.
What, me or the chat?
Everybody.
I'm thinking. I'm
think-
thinking.
I'm gonna go with top lane. They're strong. They're good.
Yeah, but they do have roll and cookie, so there's multiple ways to get out. I feel like Pudge might hit a hook and just accidentally not want to hit the hook soon after. Oh, they are playing noughts and crosses.
Very poorly, yeah. Oh, here we go. We have a grid. Who is this?
Yep.
This is Sniper. This is Samael. Okay, we have the X coming out from Noob. Did he go center? What a maverick. Okay, he goes corner. Green goes center. Corner again. Green's in trouble. The X comes through. It's there to block. And he knows he's won. Green, he can't handle it. He's throwing his toys out the window. Oh no. Omar, best friends as well. Absolutely losing it right now. He's going to be in shambles coming out of this pause. Omar got absolutely destroyed in that noughts and crosses, but rookie move. We do expect better from him.
Honestly.
Lands.
Didn't see ya.
Omar, power shots onto him as well. Don't think they're... I mean, they've got the blood grenade out. It's a lot of damage. Deathlike's there with the right clicks coming through. That'll be your first blood. Going to the Pudge. Down in the bottom lane. That's not what I
Who'd have
expected.
thought, yeah. I mean, it's the post-pause Pudge hook, right? It's how every player's experienced it.
And he just
you
lost the
pause
noughts
in the
and
game
crosses
against a
as well.
Pudge. Yeah, you lose noughts and crosses, you lose your focus, and then you get back into the game, and suddenly, wait, where am I? Boom, you get hooked. So, very good stuff there from Drago Kings to utilize the pause to get that subject.
Or maybe that was Omar just being like, hey, you know what? You beat me in noughts and crosses. I'm going to feed our lane. How about that? How'd you like them apples? Noob.
Yeah, loser has to run down lane.
Yeah, that was the stakes. Later out in the mid lane onto some male Panda. Doesn't really follow up the cold snap though. I mean, these shrapnels are very, very deadly. Many have fallen victim. Water runes up as well. Nobody really cares. Up at the top side, a bit of a kerfuffle taking place. Zigzags in some trouble. Right clicks coming through, and they will bring him down. The Rock not quite there to help out with Twin Terror, so he's going to fall as well as GH brings down the Snapfire, making it 2 kills on the top side for Nigma Galaxy.
Yeah, and that's just going to continue to happen, especially now that they have a level advantage. Like Lone Druid Clock, it is such a good lane against melee heroes, and then you throw in two of potentially some of the weakest.
Oh, another hook
Say
down
the
the
weaker
bottom
laner.
side, and that's going to
Okay,
get them the
that's
kill
good.
again.
Nice.
Look, it doesn't matter what MMR if you are. If you can hit hooks, you can hit hooks.
Dire's middle tower.
It's the only lane that can go well for Drago King, so keep doing it. Keep trying to find the kills, and maybe Black Mamba on the Pudge if he can get himself away from bot lane when Winona gets a little bit more kind of independent. Get yourself to top lane. We might have a game on our hands, but all that pressure on Pudge, because if you look at the CS,
Dire's structures
it's
are
very much Nigma favored.
Yeah. When it comes to clicking the creeps, we did a little bit better on Nigma Galaxy, but 2 big kills down on the bottom side onto this Willow. Smell restarting to lay some pressure down onto Panda. He's deep under tower, but doesn't give a damn. Knows that no one's going to come in and stop him.
It's 23 CS to 7. That is...
Yeah, this is beyond a smackdown. Top side, a little bit of fighting going on. GH going to be able to close the gap onto Twin Terrace here. Twin Terrace trying to get away, but...
Oh, cancel the
Ooh.
click on the cogs.
Yeah. Hesitated on that cogs, fired it too late, and Twin Terrace is going to be alright.
I don't think so.
I'm just watching bottom now. I want to see another one. That hook's off cooldown. Blood grenade available.
Nah, double click Pudge. I'm only on Pudge cam until next hook.
You just watch it and let us know it's a big one, all right? Let us know it's a cool one.
Yeah, no worries, yeah.
As top side GH will fall. GH
We
died.
can blame Pudge for that. He didn't use hook.
Yeah, no, that's on Pudge.
That's on Pudge. Yeah, so he got cookied on by the Snapfire and then died.
That'll
He was
happen.
playing on low HP.
Yeah, after their kills, maybe getting a bit overzealous as TP's into
Oh,
the
mid lane?
mid side now, but the Pudge
Pudge is
is
smoked, yeah.
nearby. He wants to kill Samael, but
Ooh.
you know that saying about the king. If you come for the king, you better not miss. Oh, it's tense in the middle lane. I don't care if there's a kill happening on the side lane, guys. I really don't. I'm watching this. I'm locked in right now. Smoke. It's not got too long left. Black Mamba's gonna have to make his move, but Samael's getting suspicious. He's like, wait, I'm not feeling too great about this at the moment. Someone's here. I sense it.
Dire's
And
top
now
tower
the
is under
Pudge.
attack.
Will probably be revealed by that ward, I'd imagine. Maybe just about. And yep, there you go. We do have a kill happening on the side lane. In fact, a couple of kills. All right, Miracle just getting a double kill. GH was there to help out. It wasn't just a solo double kill, but still pretty nicely done as Panda going to get
And
jumped
mid lane.
on here. Oh, they've got the brambles down perfectly from Omar. Omar ready with the sentry as well. They'll need a little bit more, but he gets out of range. He's going to be okay, and Omar's going to get hooked back into the range of the tower, and that's a kill for Panda. Mamba doing it again with these hooks. I mean, he's just too nasty with it.
He's the only one having a good game, right? Like it's his move. Sure, he sat mid and kind of AFK'd a little bit and forced Sniper to second guess, but you know, fair play to Pudge. He's doing a little bit of work. Unfortunately, the CS continues to grow for Nigma Galaxy. There's already a 2,000 gold lead.
Right, we're
All
not-
three of their cores are sitting at 30 CS, and
We're
where
going
has
KDA
Pudge gone
instead.
next? Yeah. Oh, GH, you're very deep there, Chief. He was going for a Wisdom Rune still, but Twin Terrors and Zigzag. Oh, God. Why are their names so
Zigzag,
long?
yeah, nearly got there.
Oh, Pudge again!
He gets another one. Are you kidding?
I told you, we should be looking just at Pudge, right?
Yeah, no, you're
He's
right.
bringing
you're right.
all the content.
Hands
And that
off
one time
keyboard.
GH died. Yeah, there
Come
we
on,
go.
observer.
Come on.
All
This
we're
is what
watching
the
Black
people
Mamba.
want to
Are
see.
scanning. Radiant are scanning.
Oh, him getting body blocked by Omar and having to run
This
away.
is thrilling. This is thrilling stuff. This is what we wanted. Uh-oh.
We don't care about mid.
We don't care.
This
We
is
don't
everything.
care. Here we go.
Oh.
Go on, he's got a big one ready. It'll kill him, but what does my man value more? His life or his hooks? Probably it seems his life. Coward.
Yeah.
Right, well, yeah, we did see Samael getting a kill in the middle lane, so his lane continues to go absolutely disastrously as we start that stopwatch again for the side of Drago Kings as they pause up once more. Gotta be honest, it's quite impressive, Drago Kings. They've managed to drag this one out 42 minutes past the hour, past the start time of this game so far. But, you know.
Unfortunately, the both of the American players on their team are having technical problems. Imagine if they were playing on the Dubai server, it would be much worse.
That's true, but I'm not entirely sure what they can do about it. Like, what are they doing when they disconnect? Are they, like, moving some cables around? Are they, like, dangling
They're
their
shifting,
router out
like-
the window?
Yeah, they're like shifting like 10 centimeters closer to, you know.
Oh, they get the compass out there. All right, which direction's west in? All right, I'm going to put my router on the west side of the house. That'll help.
Distance from America to Dubai. It's alright, they're just a cool 8,000 miles away. That's also rounded, but... So if they could move,
guess
like...
7,000. You won't believe it. I was going to guess 7,500 off the cuff. But I was like,
Damn,
no, I
it's
don't wanna make myself sound like an idiot.
7,856.
Oh, my goodness. I should have said it.
Yeah, you're really close. But no, you are right, though. If they do move their desk by, like, 10 centimeters each pause, they might get, like, 0.001 ping or something. And I'm sure that's how internet works.
That's how it works, yeah. Your router famously connects directly to the endpoint. All right, Panda,
Oh,
back in
we're
the
back.
game. Let's lock in, bro. Come on. You've had a rough lane, but that's fine. You're Invoker. You can come back into with some nasty spell casts. Just imagine he was an Exalt Invoker. He'd have so many kills from Black Mamba at this point.
I don't know if I trust my pos 5 Pudge to then fully dictate how my Invoker plays.
Yeah, but if your POS 5 was Black Mamba, then
Yeah, so you know what? I'm
You'd be
so
done.
sorry. He is the best Pudge player that we've seen so far in the Miswa qualifiers. Don't say the line after, thanks.
Are scanning.
All right. I'll hold it in this time. GH gonna grab himself a shield rune. That's a pretty good hero to have a shield rune on. Tanky clock coming at you with 220. It's no joke.
There's going to be a fat clock running around. We'll see where it goes.
Zigzag. Stay away from the clockwork. Oh, they want to go for him right now. Yep, Tornado connects. Okay, bye-bye Shield Rune. And now kicking him back into Twin Terrace and Panda. It's a nice move. Can they finish the job? They certainly can. Down goes GH. Gets a little bit too overconfident there, going for the D ward. And the Tornado coming across from Panda, causing issues.
Yeah, it's good punishment. You kind of said it as well. Like when you see the Shield Rune, you get a little bit zealous, right? But as we say that, they rotate onto bottom, yep, and eventually does go down.
Yeah, Noob will take one last look at the CS just to see how far ahead this sniper and this lone druid really are. They've absolutely been tearing it up right now. We'll switch over to network.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Even lone druids come here as well. Like they're trying to apply even more pressure. We see it as well. Like, Nigma, they do treat their opponents with a lot of respect. Like we said this in the yesterday's series that we cast. Like they were very quick to at like minute 7 bring 5 heroes to a fight, break their opponent, then go back to farming. It's like it's pretty cool to see. And here Miracle as well. Like a lot of discipline. Like he farms the 2 camps from the Twin Gate, realizes there's not really an opportunity, so then he goes back and farms his camps. Like when have you really seen a carry Twin Gate to farm 2 neutral camps? Right? That's maybe I'm like overreading a little bit, but it was kind of a cool concept at least. You're ready to help, but you don't need to, so there we go.
Noob trying to go for some creep steals here. Mamba is on the case, though, ready with a hook, and he's going to land it again. Noob misses the spear and is going to get taken down. Another one from the Pudge. Noob gives him a tip as well. The respect tip coming out as Samael gets a kill in the middle lane. Just says, you know what, buddy? You're kind of wicked. I can accept that. I can look across and say, this guy can hook. 7-7 is the scoreline. A very, very kill-heavy game. 3-0-2 on the Pudge. Most of these kills have been set up by Mr. Black Mamba. Now smoke up. They want to keep the aggression going. I mean, you have got this off-lane Earth Spirit. You kind of need him to get fighting because this hero does not farm.
Yeah, this first kind of magnetize will be the dictates the future of Drago King's game.
Big wraparound
missed roll.
here onto Samael. Oh dear, Samael's able to dodge them out, and now it's going to get awkward. Seems like we'll be saved by the tornado, but in comes the assassinate. Never mind, cancelled out for the time being, and the right click comes through, and Samael will bring him down. Gotta be a little bit careful now as these magnetizers start to stack up. He's got plenty of health though, and no one's coming to finish the job, so he's going to be okay. Meanwhile, Panda and Black Mamba looking over towards Noob. Noob didn't realize there were so many heroes here as the hook comes across onto the Invoker, getting him to a degree of safety, but no, doesn't matter. And Dismember's not going to do anything to save the Pudge either. The real fights start, and all of a sudden, this Pudge ain't looking so hot. Noob looking to take down Deathlike as well, as Deathlike's on the run. GH trying to chase him, but won't catch up. Well, he will eventually, but the rest of the team's kind of given up, but GH wants to land these cogs, and Omar comes in from the side. Doesn't really matter, but he'll throw some cogs at him. In comes Zigzag from the side. Going to try and kick him back into tower range. Doesn't quite latch, but with the shackle shot coming through, power shots there as well. GH may have bitten off more than he can chew here. It was a pretty ambitious play, and he will be punished for it appropriately.
GH is very, very greedy in his positioning. In a lot of these games, he's off trying to get that extra little bit of nuisance, and the Pudge does die, and heroes are still here. They're getting more kills. Yeah,
just kind of TP'd into the outpost into a lone druid. That's generally not advisable in the Dota handbook.
It's a very large handbook, but yeah, it'd be rough. Just like this game. Ooh, Suno, a rare build as well. He's going for a Mage Slayer first item.
Cool.
Well, after Dragonlance, of course, but we don't really see this from the mid sniper. It's always like Maelstrom into Gleipnir or some type of shenanigans. If it was Topson, we're talking about Kandas and stuff, but yeah, it's gonna be cool. Mage there from a distance to stop all this cheap magic damage that Drago Kings will be utilizing. Like, we're yet to really see like the snap with the Earth Spirit. Of course, levels are starved at the moment, right? Like Snapfire is still yet to get 6, but haven't seen our first Mortimer Kisses. There's a 6,000 gold lead as well already for Nigma Galaxy. But yeah, Nigma respecting their opponents and what they potentially could do if they all work together. And they are smoked up, looking for a kill.
Immediately going to
Find
find these heroes. Three man arena with the Terrorize coming in over the top. GH going to grab the 3 of them inside the hook shot as well. It's pretty. It is very, very pretty. All 3 of them taken out. Nigma Galaxy just absolute assassination over in those trees there.
And they want to get out of this game very quickly, right? Miracle going straight for the Gleipnir. You got the Pipe Rush on the Mars. Like, he's not going for a Yules or a Blink. Like, they are fully committed. Okay, go for, like, again, Lone Druid Gleipnir, that's very normal. But, like, Mars going for the Pipe Rush, it's like, they want to just break their opponent. And they see Winner for a second, get out of my game. They hook the bear. They didn't really want to hook him. I don't think they have the damage. As Miracle was also diving under the tower. Hold up.
Is that... Was that a micro?
And he's not using the bear either.
I don't know.
Miracle.
Just gets beaten down.
What
What's happening? Okay, well, nevertheless, Noob's in pretty deep here, trying to follow up the two heroes. The Black Mamba and Twin Terrors will be going down, but as Magnetizer's stacking up, as Zoom Zigzag's going to take down one. Likely going to finish off Noob here. Might just not have enough damage as Panda gets hook shot up by GH gets that kill. Noob on the run. Deathlight trying to find something here. Comes into contact with Sumail, but Sumail does so much damage. He can't actually fight into this guy. And Focus Fire's not available for another 3 seconds. Noob's coming back in from the side to miss a spear, but is it going to matter? Oh, the Whirlwind, it takes him out. Sumail gets a kill regardless, but another kill gained by the side of Drago Kings. And all off the back of what could have been a miss micro from Miracle. I'm not going to say it. I'm not just going to put the maybe out there, but he did just waddle under tower.
I think he might be using a wireless mouse, right? And he just lost charge. He had to quickly plug it in mid-fight. His hero went under tower. He stopped using his bear whilst he was getting gone on his main. Like, it was
the save $5 office mouse, which made him drop it
along those lines. Yeah, that was very uncharacteristic for a Miracle level play to then to do that.
Wild. But nevertheless, you know, it's for the games to do it in. This definitely is. GH going to try and escape with a hook shot from the sidelines here. Damage coming out onto Panda. Panda is going to fall as Twin Terrors. Not going to get cancelled, actually, because the battery assault runs out. GH just running at these heroes, using his body as initiation. There comes a hook shot. That's going to be an issue for Zigzag. The cogs blocking them off. Noob's got to be a little careful. Doesn't have the most health in the world. As now some shrapnels come raining down upon them. They're actually going to go here onto Sumail. Sumail, he's not that tanky. He's got his Mage Slayer. He's going to try and use it. A nice little bounce there with the concussive grenade. Okay, never mind. He is pretty tanky. Sumail now comes in to finish off Black Mamba. And they'll look across over towards Deathlike as well, who's going for a little bit of a stroll through the woods. And they actually won't be connecting onto that kill at the very least. But now we can look to take some towers.
I mean, this build's pretty hype from Sumail. Like the attack speed from Mage Slayer, the magic resistance, then you get the early concussive grenade from your shard. There's so much mobility. You throw in like a Hurricane Pike on top of that, and you're really, really hard to kill.
Yeah, definitely.
Of course, 11,000 gold lead at the 16-minute mark. Pipe now complete on the Mars. Like, they are not going to stop pressuring them. And Drago Kings, they need to try and find a way to see through this aggression. I would love if Winona would just ignore her team for a little bit. She has gone for Maelstrom. She has the Ograx. Like, let her just farm a BKB. Then try and stall out. And that's the issue when you have an off-lane Earth Spirit. It's like, how much like defense can you really bring up? If you're not killing enemy heroes, you don't defend objectives very well. So, yeah, Drago Kings are a little bit torn that how badly the start of the game went. This draft isn't built around stalling out the game that effectively. If anything, they have to hope for another Miracle wireless mouse issue or something, because they aren't able to make any moves at the moment.
Zoom Zigzag is kind of close to Crimson Guard, though. Maybe that's an item timing they can look for and try and fight around. He's in the middle lane. Noob goes in with the arena onto Panda, and with the damage coming out from the sniper, they should be able to finish him off. And there's a rebuke. Jump across with the hook, getting the Mars out of position, but now a nice terrorize to follow up with the cogs coming through as well. The Pudge is dead. Zoomdad trying to go for the nice roll through, which also dodges the assassinate damage. That's going to keep him nice and healthy for the time being. But Nigma Galaxy, they're not stopping. They're not ready for it. Zigzag thought he had a bit of space to try and outmaneuver them, but that's not the case. They just keep on coming. And it's going to be 4 heroes down on the side of Drago Kings as Nigma Galaxy looking to put an end to this game. I have no doubts they're coming up this high ground right now, although there's a very attractive looking Wind Ranger up on the top side.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, a few more tier 2s to take.
Yeah. They're not looking yet, but still just very normal map progression happening here from Nigma. Take the tower, reset, go for another tower. It is but inevitable, Nomad.
Tis, dear Robson. Tis.
Oh, top lane, Noob. He has pipe in a second. Strike.
Whoa, hook onto hook, and it's Black Mamba that falls. Noob, very, very low, trying to run himself away. I'm not sure he's getting out of this one. Turns around with the bulwark, but it's not enough to keep him alive. Zoom Zigzag will bring him down. Sure, they'll pay the price for it, but you know, they'll probably be happy they get that kill, but yeah, Deathlike and Twin Terrors are going to fall immediately afterwards, and Zoom Zigzag just on the run.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
As the Druid is in pretty deep here. Miracle, once again, kind of playing his own game, looking to just blow up Mr. Panda here. Mr. Panda is not having fun as Miracle continues the chase, and the rest of the team are now arriving. There's artillery support from the sniper. GH just placing some cogs, trying to mess with him where he can. Nice hook out from Amber, does kill off the bear, but Miracle doesn't really care about his bear anyway. This is the full Druid build. Bare necessities. Get that Gleipnir, get that Diffusal, just get these really, really nice scaling items with excellent build up. The hero feels completely ridiculous. Another hook onto another bear, but of course has the Savage Roar to force them away. And that's middle barracks gone. Spotted by Panda. I mean, they just lost Miracle. He just TP'd across the map, so there's an opportunity to just grab this kill onto Omar and leave. And they'll take it. Zigzag, even looking for more a little bit. Sunstrike lands on Smell. Noob immediately just positioning himself to be the bodyguard in case this guy does try it, and now he goes for it, but immediate Spear Arena coming out onto Zigzag, punishing him for his movements. That's very nicely done, Smell. Just making sure he doesn't get caught out by the hook here, but always thinking about it on the sidelines and using that concussive shot to make sure he's absolutely fine, and Mamba falls as well. It's going to be another one going their way as they keep the aggression coming. GH does die to Deathlike. He gets off the Whirlwind, but Miracle in the backlands kills off Twin Terrace. The other two cores still alive on the side of Drago King. Just, yeah, delaying the inevitable. The inevitable shall come. Spear somehow doesn't land. He's pinging the tree. Like, what the hell? Is that tree a fake or something? And there's your GG's coming out. We may get to 20 minutes, but that's going to be it. Zoom Zigzag, he's going to call it game number 1. It goes to Nigma Galaxy.
Yeah, and quite the game. And don't forget that coming into the series, I said that if of all the mixed stack random teams we have in this qualifier, outside of Nigma Galaxy, Drago Kings look to be the strongest of them all. And this was the game that Nigma had to play. So this is the upper bracket. The winner of this will go to the grand finals. And then Drago Kings will have to play up against one of the teams that have got there due to most likely majority of forfeits. So it is kind of already showing what is probably going to be happening here. But if you are a Drago King fan, then please, I hope you channel your energy in them maybe setting up some better lanes and not drafting themselves Earth Spirit offlane into Clockwork, then the counter pick of Lone Druid. It feels awful. Wasn't a fan of it. So draft-wise, very weak from Drago Kings. Play, of course, not the best, but Nigma Galaxy, decent as ever. What do I really say here? They're meant to win this qualifier.
Yeah, this is it's a bit of a good time for them. It's a bit of a fun time, so they should be absolutely fine to just kind of keep it going. And as we see there, you know, they give up the server, they give up the draft time. Like we all know how far ahead they are on these qualifiers. No one's surprised by how well they're doing, and yeah. We'll only be surprised if they drop a single game, which really, really isn't looking likely. This is a very, very simple qualifiers for them. So, yep, we can expect to see them continue in their successes, guys. We're going to throw it over to a break, after which we shall be back with game number 2 of Drago Kings versus Nigma Galaxy here at DreamLeague Season 24. We'll see you in just a little bit. Had to get our little faces in there as well. Just give you guys a little see you in a minute. It's time for game number 2 here at the MISWA qualifiers. In case you guys don't know, MISWA is the new MENA. We're no longer Middle East and North Africa, we're now Middle East and Southwest Asia. But it's pretty much the same server, same team. You're still allowed to qualify here if you're a North African team, I believe. So, we're chilling. And we got ourselves a pretty easy qualifier here for Nigma Galaxy. So we're just here to watch the boys play, see what they come out with. But if you're expecting some flash, if you're expecting some pizzazz, then you may be a little disappointed because Nigma Galaxy, they're just here another day at the office. They're taking it very seriously. They're not messing around. They're showing respect to their opponents. And yeah, they're just going to draft what's good. And this time we will get a lone druid panned out by Drago Kings, thankfully.
Yeah, no, I think Nigma Galaxy, even though this is a very easy qualifiers for them, they are showing quite a lot of their strengths, I think, as a newly formed team. Right? Like, we're looking at Lone Druid a lot. We've seen Sniper, we're seeing Clockwork, we're seeing Mars. Like, even though they're not playing the strongest teams, we're seeing a lot of like these are strategies that you'll bring to the actual tournament as well. So we'll see how it goes. But yes, we saw the Lone Druid ban, but they did get their hands on Nature's Prophet instead, which is equally as annoying, if not maybe even more annoying for the early game, due to the fact that Prophet can TP around the map and break every tower in like 12 minutes in a good game, compared to a Lone Druid who breaks everything at, say, 20 minutes. So, yeah, just got to deal with different timings, but Alchemist is well picked up from Nigma Galaxy. I would love to know if there's flexibility with this Alchemist, or if they are just very confidently going, Prophet is our mid, Alch is our carry, good luck, Drago Kings.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine there's potential, but ultimately you can kind of do what you want at this point. And if you want the fast win, then yeah, Nature's Prophet might be the way to go as your core. Shove the Alchemist on a support, get him buffing up your teammates and throwing down that anti-armor is going to do the Nature's Prophet a world of good. We'll see what direction Nigma Galaxy want to take it in, though. They've got plenty of time to decide and plenty of picks to go. Next up, we're going to have a few more picks out from Drago Kings. And they did pan out the Pudge on Nigma Galaxy as well. I'm not sure you mentioned that, but yeah, no Black Mamba Pudge 2 games in a row, so we'll have to see what he's like on another hero. Can he have the same impact? I doubt it, because his Pudge was very, very good.
Wow. Really eating through this time. What are they going to go for? Come on.
It's a time to do it.
Like you just said they removed the big title Pudge. Maybe that was it. Maybe they're in shock. They're like, guys, what do we do? Emergency, the Pudge is not available. But of course with Tusk, any ranged core is good here. Lena's still available. Windrunner is still technically available. I would argue that I wouldn't really want to see Windrunner. Actually, you know what?
I'm cool with it.
If Drago Kings were a stronger team, I'd say Windrunner. But due to their, the strength of their team, they kind of need to hear that is that bit activated earlier on. So you could argue the laning of Lena is stronger than Windrunner in regards to kill threat, so that could be better. But they really are just 15 seconds of reserve time. They go for Marcy. And now let's run it back again.
Marcy
Eat through all the
Wind,
time.
Marcy Gyro. Gyro seems kind of poop.
They have double amp supports for any core here, so...
Yeah, Medusa could work well for them, honestly.
Oh no, scratch that. Zoom Zigzag's going to take the Tusk or the Marcy to the offlane. We've seen Gunner play offlane Tusk a little bit to very bad results at TI. But we've also seen offlane Marcy from Divine Llama at TI. I believe also to pretty bad results. So both options aren't the best track
Really
record
selling
for
these, yeah.
TI showing.
I'm here for the Marcy carry. Let's go. Get some punches in. Marcy carry is such a weird one because there's no, I feel like no item feels particularly good on Marcy carry. Like, you've got, your options are basically Maelstrom, Battle Fury, Basher. And it's like, okay, well, if I go Basher, then all I can do is fight. If I go for Maelstrom, then it's, not good on me 90% of the time until I actually use my ult where I get that speed boost, so it's also kind of rubbish. And then Battle Fury is just, so slow and not in meta, and, the meta's too fast for it, and also you're then running into a fight to, kind of maybe get a cleave off, probably not. So, it's almost exclusively farming, and you have to ult farm and all this stuff. So, all in all, it's a very awkward hero to ever play in a carry role.
10 seconds remaining.
Phoenix is going to come out, so kind of brave picking the Phoenix into the Marcy, but it is a GH
5
Phoenix. It's
seconds
legendary.
remaining.
Could be Omar, of course, but I would imagine we'll see GH playing this. There are a few 5 players around which really, really love the Phoenix, though. Kaori's one, Puppy's another.
I think it helps
Actually,
that a lot
Puppy's
of
not. Puppy likes the Alchemist. That's what I was thinking, but yeah.
Yeah, he does. But a lot of the 4 heroes of, past are now strong 5s, right? And when I say now, I don't mean, in the last month. I mean more gradually over the years. Clockwork used to be, this incredibly strong 4. Players pop up and that's a 5, right? Phoenix as well. It's a 4, but also Kaori pioneered. It's in a 5 role. So, no, I think GH going to 5 is, right now in the meta. It's not the craziest shift, right? So,
No,
a
for
lot
sure.
of his heroes kind of blend across, and
Yeah, I think
now
that's
with
kind of
Avenge
due
as
to
well.
the just gradual health bloat of the game as
10
well.
seconds remaining.
But yeah, Vengeful does look like they're going for a bit of an anti-armor thing here with Avenge
5
and the Alk.
seconds remaining.
2 AoE anti-armor. We'll see how this kind of ends up
Radiant
going for
team
them.
back.
SF is going to be the response from Drago King, so that'll be your
Dire
ranged
team
core
back.
you're looking for here. Definitely going to look pretty good with this setup, I would say. You got nice brawl coming out from the Tusk and the Marcy to go and mess with people. Dark Willow is going to give you that AoE control and be very annoying as well. Good protection for the Shadow Fiend.
10 seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
I mean, this could work.
5 seconds
Again,
remaining.
there's been very few drafts from Drago Kings which I had a huge problem with. Last game, I think, it just felt a bit
Dire
unserious
team
for me overall.
Yeah.
But that's not an issue. But this draft is fine.
I think it's also about the fact that kind of you give yourself too many weaknesses. Like when you're the team that's not meant to win the game, you're the underdog.
10
Don't give
seconds
yourself
remaining.
bad lanes and a scaling lineup. Like you're basically asking to be outplayed in 20 minutes and never get to a point where you get to show us what you can do, right? Like
True.
and at least with this draft, you know what? I don't even think this draft even presents it either. I think they've kind of got it with like the Shadow Fiend amps, but the lanes again just they scare me a little bit, right? Like Shadow Fiend with Marcy or Tusk seems really good. It is very good. But is that even going to be a lane? Because they have the Marcy. So now Marcy is probably the off lane. And then you're going to put Marcy Willow as a lane. That's okay, I guess. It's got a little bit of kill for it, but it falls off. Tusk Shadow Fiend, again, perfectly fine. But yeah, I'm just worried that Drago Kings always give themselves one lane, which probably won't go well. So even if Shadow Fiend does have a good game, they're recovering a Marcy. They're recovering some random quirkiness of the off lane. And Queen of Pain, of course, there is no rule lockdown coming up from Nigma Galaxy. There's a Gleipnir from the Prophet once he's got the economy. There's Outstun, Venge Stun, but nothing that Quap really cares about. So Quap can bring life to this game. And outside of the Marcy pick, I think this is a really strong looking lineup. I think if you put Mars instead of Marcy, or like an Underlord or like a Centaur, like any of these offlaners instead of Marcy, we'd be praising this draft. But this single pick does cause a couple complications where you lean on individual play rather than the draft helping you.
It's very hard to go as 5 and take a decent team fight with these heroes. You're kind of looking to break the game down. Marcy kind of has to peel on the sidelines and try to either get a solo kill or at least like break off a couple of heroes to make this Shadow Fiend and Queen of Pain play the game, which isn't the easiest thing to do. So it's much harder than just getting a good team fighter. So Nigma Galaxy might take advantage of that. Let's see what their final pick is going to be here. Looking at the Shaker. Okay. So, who's going where? Drago Kings is doing exactly what we expect. Nothing exciting coming out from then. It's going to be a Miracle Shaker. It's going to be a Noob Venge. And it's going to be some Profit. Okay, so pretty much as expected from Nigma Galaxy as well then. Nothing catching us off guard today. Very good team fight for the side of Nigma Galaxy when they group up as 5. I'm not sure Drago Kings can fight them super easily.
I was in a little bit of shock from the Shaker pick that I honestly didn't hear if you reacted to who's playing the Shaker.
Yeah, we got it. I mean, it's pretty much as expected, I would say. Like, I don't think...
a carry Shaker?
Oh, yeah, yeah, Jesus, I'm going back in time.
All right, cool. Because your reaction did not reflect the hero player pickup, and I was like, "Hold on a sec. Am I losing my mind here, or
I was
they picked up the carry Shaker? Baby. Don't worry, I'll give it the hype now. That's why I was confused. I was like, you didn't really hit this. So I'm gonna sit back for a second. You have the offlane Venge, the carry Shaker, the mid Prophet. We're gonna be having wave of terrors into slugger dunks onto the enemy. This is This is now the first time I need to question Nigma Galaxy in this qualifier, where it's like, are they drafting what they think is actually strong now?
Are they daring to
into their
have fun?
opponents? Or are they daring to have fun? Because every other draft has been strong. This one, the Shaker pickup, are they having fun?
Oh, not on my watch. Get them, boys. Get them, comments. All right.
But you know that if there ever was a game to lose, it'd be with the Shaker carry, and then they'd lose the game, and then Reddit would be like, "Oh my god, if OG they lost their." Actually, to be fair, also OG actually did lose some qualifiers, so it's actually probably bad reference. But Nigma is like, they lost the game to Drago Kings. Thousand votes
with zero context, but
exactly 0 context.
I am
Reddit
following
loves
Miracle,
no
and if Miracle wins this game, then I'm gonna play 5 games of Carry Shaker back to back. And I know that's not a particularly high stakes bet, but I want to play Carry Shaker, so
As much as we've kind of memed around the fact that he's playing it, Shaker does do an immense amount of physical damage. And from the mid lane, the Shaker build is Treads, Blink, back for Aghanims, then BKB. And then Aghanims, that you then get to fly around with Totem. You also get a little bit of cleave damage. with it as well. But then you go for Daedalus, and you do an immense amount of single target damage with the totem. But then, of course, you have the Echo Slam for AoE damage, etc. But you are a high physical damage hero with a lot of farm. So it's not the craziest hero for him to pick up. Also with the mid lane Prophet to act as a carry. So it's like they still have a carry through Prophet. So Shaker going into the safe lane, it's like, as much as we're memeing it, this draft still has a lot of life if it was against a strong team as well. Because of the Prophet, because of how Miracle will play it, being active with the likes of the Prophet and the Venge. So again, I like the concept. I hope they get to showcase some of the strengths of Shaker. But again, Prophet just makes every draft good.
All I'm here for is to see someone with Wave of Terror and the acid spray on them get absolutely dunked into oblivion by a enchant totem crit. Like, that's what I'm here for. I don't care about anything.
I mean, Quap will disappear. Willow will disappear.
It'll be a one-shot.
I mean, Tusk, once he has his 4 braces, might not disappear, depending on what neutral item he has. But
yeah, Marcy's fine, but the SF, Queen of Pain, Willow, they're all going down if that ever catches them. So
yeah.
I'm so excited for this Miracle Shaker. Let's spice some things up a little bit. They're keeping it interesting. Oh, yeah, these qualifiers, we got to keep them interesting somehow. So I'll throw it down. Meanwhile, it's the male in the middle lane. Just going to be focusing pretty much entirely on CS with this big old tree. You can't kill it. You just can't. It's too difficult. Yeah, Zero is pretty bonkers right now. And all because of this facet. Just the bully. Look at it. It's under tower. It takes actually loads of damage from tower. As top lane, we have the first blood coming out onto Zoom Zigzag. Miracle and GH run him down and get the first blood kill onto the Marcy. Yeah, because it's a reinforced unit. If it does ever get hit by a tower, we'll take a ton of damage on the sideward tree. But yeah, it looks like the Marcy just took a step too far forward and got punished pretty heavily for it.
Yeah, and you can already see from the build of Miracle, he is just going for treads. He's not even thinking about Blink, because again, not the mid lane, he is the carry, so he's rushing the Aghanims, still has the same amount of ability, and of course tanking us, so yeah. I like the fact he is doing this. Realistically, it's like treads, Ags, BKB, Daedalus most likely, but he's chasing down the Willow. Is he in range for the totem stun? Yes, he is.
Stun, he gets the hit off, but there's a lot of heals coming out. Twin Terrors, of course, going to heal up massively inside off that Shadow Realm, because that's a perk the hero has for some reason. 100% amplification on healing when in Shadow Realm. It's kind of crazy. Always catches me off guard.
Just like Miracle playing Shaker Carry caught you off guard.
Certainly did. My brain just wasn't ready to accept it, you know. I was just like, oh, we're back in... I mean, it wasn't even that long ago when he was playing mid. And Samael, of course, had a carry stint recently with OG as well, and some other teams. I think he even played carry on Nigma for a little bit. So it's a bit switching and swapping around. Actually, I think it was just on OG which Samael played carry in. Strange times. Deathlike and Mamba in the bottom lane.
Oh, GH top.
Jumping in once again, able to get himself out of danger with that Icarus dive. Miracle taking a couple of hits here from the Dark Willow. You sidekick up that Willow and she does tap pretty heavily.
Unfortunately, the CS is looking to be a kind of similar pattern to the previous game. And we haven't really spoke about bot lane too much, right? You've got the high physical reduction lane of the Acid Spray plus Wave.
There it is. The combo coming out. I mean, you wanted to see it. You do see it. But, oh, nice shards actually coming out. A little bit weak on the raises. Not quite landing there. Can he get the last one out onto Omar? Omar trying to get away, but he's going to go down. Noob wants revenge. Wants this Shadow Fiend, but he's got to be careful. He's getting low. Mamba doing the clicks right now, but Noob actually turning around. He's got a stun. He's got the damage. He's got the right clicks himself. Deathlike really wants to try and come in and just get up this kill. Like a couple of raises will secure it for him, but no, he decides to just go for the creeps instead, leave his teammates for dead, and just try and grab a couple of creeps before he has to back himself away from the lane. But Noob is the champion of this lane, is up on the top side once again. GH having to run himself away.
Yeah, it's quite the combo, right? Like you just throw down both spells, it amps up the concoction, it just plenty of clicks. You got to be careful. You have to be very careful. Shadowfiend, he hasn't been able to touch a single creep since his task was to go down, bring in the salve, and the lane is actually in such a healthy spot for them. And unfortunately, I did bait you to not look at top lane, so I apologize, chat, but...
You mean you baited the Observer? That's fine.
Yeah, I baited the
forgive
Observer,
you.
yes, that's fine. We won't name who is observing, just for
Yes,
their own
calm.
safety.
Not this time.
It's a build I've seen some Shakers do in the mid lane as well, actually, with the, obviously, Bottle instead of Wand, but sometimes Wand as well. But Brace and Null, or sometimes just Null. Even with the Bottle, it's just nice to have the mana regen here. It does so much with a bit of extra mana. Null Talisman's really, really value. Another thing about this mid lane matchup as well is that the Queen of Pain is just completely locked in. Like, she cannot leave. We're going to have another attempt at the combo down here in the bottom side. Mamba, is he ready? It doesn't really matter. The Acid Spray didn't come down, but in comes Samael from the sidelines. Yeah, the first rotation from Samael. And it's looking a little desperate, I will be honest. There's the chart stun coming out. Nice shards coming through as well. Noob, he's stacking up here with these raises. Noob has to back away. The right click is in. The damage is there. Omar as well, getting kind of low. Oh, he doesn't have the mana to finish him off with one more raise. Samael turning around. Really wants to get at least something for this, and will do so as Mamba does fall. Stun out onto the SF. That hurts with the anti-armor, but won't bring him down. As up on the top side, Twin Terrors falls down again. Miracle getting yet another kill up here as they bring them both down.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Not even Slam.
Oh,
Panda coming through and getting the return double kill, though. There you go. The amplified damage. Jump up to the top lane. Throw down the Sonic Wave. That'll net you a couple of kills every day of the week.
As I say, we have a little bit of life in the game because if we look back to Nigma's rotation bottom, it was actually a really bad move from Sumo, right? Like, he TPs to bottom, they don't get the kill. Tusk then overextends to then provide a little bit of a, you know what, you ganked on lane, here's a kill, and it makes them feel better. But that's a bad move from Nigma. And then with Queen of Pain rotating top, getting two, like, if they were able to just stabilize that bot, not get a little bit too zealous, hoping for a return kill on a bad move from Nigma, then the last 2 minutes would have been just, you know, positive for Drago Kings, which is rare to say.
Look, you were looking at this, Trent.
I don't want to. Yeah, is he stuck?
He's stuck.
All right.
Let bro out.
Oh, he's trying to get him out.
Yeah.
He's trying to free him. It's
Free
not working.
Free tree.
In 7 seconds, he'll free him. He'll unlock him with another... Oh, no, he's going to leave him.
Well, never mind.
How
Back to the
cruel.
bottom side. Well, that guy's dead. This guy's in trouble as well as Noob's running himself away.
Don't forget to look at the tree. He's going to die in 10 seconds.
Should just be Mamba dead. As in the top
don't
side,
miss the
Miracle
death mid lane.
slams and gets another kill. And this tree, who lived a great life, sitting in the trees, doing absolutely nothing, dies having achieved nothing in his life.
Farewell,
Just
boss.
like many of us will. TP out from the galaxy, just get their resources back up.
Under attack.
Signs of life from Dragon Kings, you know, they're trying to take the fight to Nigma. I love it. This is what I want to see. When you're the underdog, bring the damage to the laning phase and give it a good scrap. That's, you know, honestly the best you can ask for. And is there really any resource? It feels like Panda now has to do everything a little bit for Dragon Kings. Right? He has Sonic Wave available. Shadowfiend's playing catch-up bottom, so they don't really want to run to his lane. They are going on to Miracle. No slam available.
No, he's already used it, but does still get off a lot of damage here with these combos. So Sonic Wave comes through, but it just pushes them to the other side of the shards, which is kind of nice for Miracle, honestly. The gank is unsuccessful from the Drago Kings. Miracle's going to be absolutely fine. It's down on the bottom side. Ping out from Samael. He is entirely alone here. Not too sure this one's going to work out for him. But still, just pressuring the Shadow Fiend, forcing him away. Always going to be worthwhile. Let's switch over to Net Worth and see the real state of things here. And oh my goodness, that's a lot of damage coming out from the Wrath of Nature. One more click coming through from the Greater Tree. And can he close the gap under the tower? He gets him! Hoops there with the Wave of Terror to secure the kill. And down goes the Shadow Fiend. I was not expecting that to work, but tenacious. Nigma Galaxy. So they're not really getting the towers just yet. Maybe they'll start to make a real attempt on this bottom side. You know, you do have this Nature's Prophet mid kind of expecting buildings to start dropping at some point, but he's been around the map quite a lot already.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Whereas maybe the hidden benefit of the Alchemist, right? That you can tank the tower quite nicely for the tree to do all the damage, but I'm up. Holding up his concoction. Self-stunning.
Yeah, maybe not what they're looking for here. A little bit awkward trade so far, and make sure you're not giving these guys a chance to stack up any raises or anything like that. So, yeah, Galaxy will just pull the ripcord, utilize the global teleporter for the Nature's Prophet to start shoving in mid.
It's the issue with the offlane Marcy, right? Like, normally in this position, your offlaner takes the position of where Shadow Fiend is. He soaks up that early fight.
Panda,
and then
that
you're
wasn't
farming
it, brother. Oh, the Marcy's coming in, trying to save the day, dropping the ultimate and looking for the turnaround. In fact, as the Queen of Pain drops over to the top side, but Samael, he's in trouble. He's gonna go down. Miracle's not there in time with the slam, and they will lose their mid laner, and now Amar's gonna fall as well. Miracle, I think he's in a bit of bother here. Mind you, the Queen of Pain is very low on mana here, but Regen Rune coming through, helping out a lot. Panda gonna keep it going here. Does he keep the pressure onto Miracle, though? He does.
He's going.
Jump in. Regen still coming through, but not going to give enough mana to go for one more jump in, so Miracle will be all right. GH just bodyguarding there a little bit, forcing them away, but yeah, another big kind of mess up there from Nigma Galaxy.
And you can see the kind of the confidence in them winning is giving them a lot of just sloppy moves, right? Because they're not as, yeah, they're just not as serious. It feels like they are kind of a little bit more excited to make a gank when probably against other teams. Even in game one, they were more disciplined in that movement. But again, it will provide us a slightly closer game this time around. So I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain at all.
Listen, if Nigma Galaxy want to have some fun with it, which by the looks of this draft they do, you know, we're looking at the Shaker carry.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
We'll absolutely take it.
But Panda, he's got a scoreline to him, right? 4-0-1. He's got the Dagon. He's currently used it to jungle, but he's blinking himself back to base. I want to see Panda just scream into this game. Like, I just realized he's playing Queen of Pain, so that sounds like a really bad attempt of using. I wasn't trying to do that, but I want him to be super loud. I want him to drag his team into multiple fights, and now he's smoked up with the Dark Willow. Potentially that can be the case in Miracle.
Galaxy as well.
Yeah, okay. Who will find who first? Shadow Fiend is to be found.
Like on the ward, yeah, and he is having his days numbered right now. Stun out from Omar, and Noob's going to follow up as well with the damage, timing it perfectly to get the kill. As up in the top side, the fight's coming down, but Miracle's going to be in some trouble. Sonic Wave's there, but the swap to save the day, giving him the shield and getting him out of danger. GH will die inside of that arena as the Terrorize comes down, allowing Miracle to get back into the fight, but he's got to be careful. This Terrorize is doing damage. Omar's trying to tank it, but Panda's back in and takes down the Shaker. No chance for Shaker to get off that slam. That's what he was trying to use there, but he just ends up dropping in. Also, Omar in some trouble as well. Panda keeping it going here. Dagon available. Damage coming in from every which direction, and that will be enough to bring him down. Samael can't really find any vengeance here, so it's just going to be another lost fight for Nigma Galaxy as Panda keeps it going on the Queen of Pain.
I mean, they're just struggling to take, the fights against this Queen of Pain. There's so much just poke and jumping in and out, and it helps that the resources used for Nigma to kill bottom to then react to the top fight allow Drago just enough advantage, of course, to pull ahead. And we have a net worth lead for Drago Kings. That is...
Yo, the first time...
We have yet to really see that in this series, but... Oh, okay, it disappeared.
Qualifiers.
Oh, they won 2 games. Hey, what are you on about?
No, I mean for a team to be leading in net worth.
Oh, against Nigma.
Galaxy,
I see. Sorry, yeah, I'm slow.
It's alright.
I forgot this wasn't one of the forfeit teams.
The seeds of fortune.
Oh, there it is, guys. There it is. Screenshot it. We got him.
That's the Reddit post.
That's the Reddit post.
I can't believe that.
This. Oh no! Wait, why are the stats lying to me? There you go. You got to get it. Like the data kind of moves a little bit, but it's fine. Anyway, we have GH dying. Just kidding. He's fine.
If OG gets Reddit posts, that graph deserves one too.
Absolutely. Get him, boys.
Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Go get your karma.
But only one of you, because if you all do it, then... Of course, for Nigma, they have got a lineup that is built around Aghanims, right? Like, the Venge needs to buy an entire Aghs before she's truly a map-playing hero. Shaker as well needs the Aghanims. And Prophet, or Nature's Prophet, sorry, does need a Gleipnir. So after the laning phase and Quap doing really well, there is going to be around about 17
a
minute
miracle
timing.
once
Yeah,
again.
run
though.
away.
He's in some trouble, but they really don't want to snowball forward onto him due to that slam threat. But in comes Zoom Zigzag. He doesn't give a damn trying to close the gap onto this Shaker. Man, he wants him. He's just going to try and take him down, but there's the slam coming on through. Miracle, does he have the damage though? I'm not sure he does. And now the Marcy gets taken down by the totem. Miracle gets one and does not fall. He's going to live. Over on the sidelines, Twin Terrors falls as well. Samael jumps in, gets himself the double kill, and finally, Drago Kings get punished for going for one of these plays. Miracle gonna be very happy about that one, and some tips come through for GH as well. The one sacrifice for this fight. Bless up.
This is what I was about to say there for Drago Kings. Like, they need to, in their next fight, win it and start taking at least a tower. Issue is they don't really take towers with their lineup at this stage of the game. That when Nigma does hit their double Ags Gleipnir timing across their 3 cores, these fights are going to feel so much worse because a lot of Shaker initiation has been him getting jumped and having to walk away. Once you have the totem Ags, he's flying away from the fight. Same thing for Avenge. You kill Avenge, boom, you respawn, right? It's a lot of the fight from J King's like in the moment. Like, do I kill with the Sonic Wave, with the Marcy Unleash, or the the Drinking Buddies like damage, right? And unfortunately, it is going to get much harder. Now a 4k lead to Nigma, but I expect them to not leave the Radiant side of the map now. I expect so much more killing to come from them as they look at Zoom Zigzag in the mid lane. Ooh, nice jump.
But a very, very long range on the jump out there, so Zigzag's going to be fine for now. Noob getting a little overconfident on the front lines here. Of course, does have that Aghanims, but it doesn't mean you need to go and die, but... Trying to land the combo there, a little bit off the markers. Panda falls on the side to Samael. The Shaker gets upon him. The stun lock was there. And with the presumably Gleipnir as well, yeah, it's going to be enough. But GH does fall down here. Noob's going to go down as well. They're going to get the respawn, of course. Swap into the Shadow Fiend, but it's looking like Noob's clone's going to fall. Samael just trying to slow down Zoom Zigzag, who's just trying to stay on Omar. And, oh, big slam in the backlines from Miracle. Comes sliding in from the sidelines and gets the ultra kill. Oh, my goodness. Well, that'll do it. Show me that damage recap. God, I wish we had replay potential. Unfortunately, our observer is stuck in 2016. Cannot do these things for a qualifier, but still.
It was a very juicy slam, and it was beautiful stuff. And this is now where the fun truly kicks in for Nigma, right? Like, anytime you see a hero, it's going to be go for that kill. And optimistically, J Kings are TPing to the bot side of the map. They're going to attempt to find someone. I don't know if they want to find anyone. They are 200 gold away from a BKB on Zoom Zigzag, so smoking up and dragging him away from farming that is a little bit ambitious, to say the least.
You don't want to grief your teammates by doing this to them.
But again, guys, don't forget, this is the upper bracket finals. So winner goes to the grand finals. The loser will be going to the lower bracket against either...
No, we know it.
It's against Zone Academy. Yeah, because they fought
forfeit.
But so far, guys, we've not had a single game played in the lower bracket. We've had 1 disqualification and 4 forfeits.
Yes.
So potentially, Drago Kings, if they are to lose this game, will be the first lower bracket game played against Zone Academy.
Oh, yeah, that's what you like to see. Give me that.
Zone Academy have made an emphatic run so far in this tournament. They have got a single forfeit by themselves. They forfeited their upper bracket game, and their run in the lower bracket has just been forfeit. They haven't
lost a game.
They've played 4 series.
They haven't lost a game. They haven't won a game. They haven't played a game in these qualifiers so far, and they are low bracket finalists. So,
but will they play tomorrow? Actually, to be fair, though, they did rock up today.
As 4. They didn't rock up as 5.
No, they were there, I believe. They were 5.
I'm pretty sure they're only there as 4.
Oh, okay. Well, either way,
I have my eyes.
We'll see if they play tomorrow.
We will.
Hope they do. Otherwise, we'll get a repeat of this matchup in the grand finals.
Rogue's having some fun with it, bouncing around, enjoying it, as he should. What a fun hero to play. Oh, they're not done. They probably should be done though. Up into the high ground. Yeah, Mamba certainly not looking as scary on his tusk as he did on his pudge. I would say that. Mamba Pudge, S tier.
Dire's
The
bottom
greatest to
tower
have
is
ever done
under
it,
attack.
some say. The greatest Pudge in the Miswa qualifiers.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I'll say the line. The only punch in the
Yeah.
Miswa qualifiers.
One of the only teams to play in the Miswa qualifiers, but
The 2.5 of them that have attempted to play so far.
yeah.
The sad thing is, one team played on day one, lost, and then decided not to rock up for anything else.
Dire are
So they played at least one series, and the same thing happened for Fun Gamers. They lost to Drago Kings, went to lower bracket, and were like, you know what? We're not built for the lower bracket. We just won't play anymore.
Lower bracket scary, we're done. We don't need that pressure. Miracle looking for the slam. Looking for the slam. Hold.
Dire's middle
You're
tower
running out of heroes. Okay, you just gotta go in and just claim the freebie onto Zoom Zigzag instead then. There you go.
Do you think all 7 teams that aren't Nigma played the open qualifiers just to try and play against Nigma? So when they saw the bracket and when they went lower, they're like, this is too much effort just to maybe play Nigma. We
Yeah,
only
you
wanted
might
to
be
have our
right.
one. Because like, unfortunately, and I don't mean any disrespect to the region, because again, like the likes of Mikey, Kachao, Winter Bears,
top tower
I think Reality might be a name that also rings a bell for being on a team before. Like, there's
Radix.
plenty of depth to the
Radiant's top
region,
barracks are under attack.
but unfortunately they're not playing to contest Nigma right now.
Barracks has fallen.
Miracle
that-
failing to steal buildings is really funny. He's got a chant totem, but he didn't get the last hit on either of those barracks. I love that.
Oh, Zoomzak jumping in.
What? Go on, T. Play by play.
Oh, I can do this. Okay, punching onto the noob. Noob still has the items available, and he's going to be dying. Now he's respawning, going onto the thing, the Sunray onto the Marcy, the Snowball onto the Marcy, and then the Shadow Fiend getting rooted up, and he's running away. Oh, we got GH coming in, but he has the egg
Wow.
onto the high ground. The noob doesn't have a stun yet. Cooldown for 7 seconds. Omar also bringing in the concoction, but he might self-stun
Golly.
himself. Hold 3, throws it onto Black Mamba. Woo! Noob
Radiant's middle tower
still alive
is under attack.
because he's got buyback. Oh, fuck, this is casting things hard.
Hey, you're doing great, buddy. We enjoyed it a lot.
No worries. I can do the next one. Don't worry. I'm ready for the slam. When's it up? It's 35 seconds, mate. All right, you cast, but I'll take over when slams are soon to be up. Okay. Thanks.
Well, that's not fair. That'd be
Oh, man,
scam.
sorry. Get casting, boy. Boss.
When it's boring, yeah, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Come on. Fill the next 21 seconds. I'm locked and loaded.
All right, well, Snowball coming in onto Omar. Punch up as well, but the stun is out. Noob, he's in pretty deep here, but of course, has that Aghanim Scepter, so he's going to be absolutely fine. Doesn't mind trading his life away. As they'll back themselves away now in Nigma Galaxy. They've done the damage they came here to do.
But now, Echo Slam is available. Camera locked onto Miracle, of course. And he bounces around the map, looking for the active rune, hoping for an opportunity to use the ultimate. And am I going to cast this one Echo Slam until he uses it? Or what's the deal here, boss? Am I committed to the bit, or...?
I give up on the bit.
No, I'm down to commit to the bit. I also can't ask chat because you have delay on, but alright.
No.
I'm ready when Slam's gonna be used. Oh wow, this is something. I actually have never had to, in my 5 years of competitive Dota, I have never had to do something like this qualifiers.
Yeah, no, it's something. It's something. Like I mean, even when I started, I was doing like essay and stuff, but like back then, which wasn't anything like it was now. But
Yeah.
even then, like we had a lot of net issues. We had like loads of pauses, but like we didn't have the kind of situation we've got going on here. So
Yeah, this is.
I've never seen a team qualify to the lower bracket finals without playing a game.
No, it's mental.
I
It's honestly mental.
I would say that hasn't happened before.
But no, man, please, this is my time to shine.
All right,
All right,
you
Miracle.
go, King.
He's into the Roshan pit right now. Echo Slam, level 18, 3 points in the ultimate. The Blink, the BKB, the Aghanims, Drago Kings, they're smoking up to the pit. They're hoping to find it, but if Noob breaks this, then Miracle will be ready to pounce. Oh, that was underwhelming. Sorry. I can't cast this. It didn't
Yeah,
hit the
that's exactly
spot.
kind of just dead, isn't he? That's, oh! He catches too! Miracle! Oh, they just kind of jump past each other. That's kind of cute. The buyback from Mr. Zigzag. Wait, does he have an ulti though? Oh, he's got no ulti. He fought back just to run at them and die. Okay. GG is called. Woo! There we go. What a thrilling series we have here. Nigma Galaxy.
Let's go,
making their way
boys.
through to the grand finals. Good luck in those grand finals.
Wait,
says
Panda.
You're probably
Why
going
are
to
you
be playing
typing good
them.
luck? You're potentially playing
You're
them.
probably playing them. Or maybe that's just him saying we're about to forfeit. So good luck.
No, please. I want to cast tomorrow.
I want to do this one again. This was fun. This was all right. Yeah. Okay. I mean, if you guys want a little bit of post game, then you're probably not gonna get.
No. Show the scoreboard. Show the graph. We need to see the graph.
Graph.
Look at that moment that Nigma threw this game potentially.
Oh yeah.
At the 17-minute mark, the fact that golden line even crosses or even touches the side of Drago Kings. If I was in that support network of Nigma Galaxy, I'd be ensuring that the boys aren't making these mistakes again. I think I already know what the tech that's occurring here, but this is very important. We can zoom in. We can really pinpoint the point in which Nigma might have problems in this qualifier, even if they are to win. This single game, this single point on the graph in which they threw everything away was disgusting behavior, and I really hope that Nigma Galaxy clean up their act for tomorrow and the grand finals, because moments like that, Liquid winning TI, it doesn't happen. Oof.
No, you're right. Yeah, this was very comparable. That series is definitely comparable to this one for sure.
Identical.
Well, this was, I believe, the only series played today in this region. I think. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed your small, short but sweet Miswa series today, as we'll have hopefully 2 more series tomorrow. We've got the lower bracket finals, which are going to be... oh my goodness, we're going to have the team that hasn't played yet, Zone Academy, playing against Drago King. So who knows how that one's going to go? I don't know.
I wish we had a bracket to show you. I honestly wish if we had that available to show you, but
alas.
Again, I will happily summarize their run, just like Nomad just said, right?
Yep.
The low bracket finals tomorrow. Drago Kings just got eliminated, dropped down to low bracket.
Down.
And Zone Academy, they forfeited their upper bracket match, like I said in the cast, and then every opponent they've matched in the low bracket has forfeited before probably they could, honestly. So Uncrowned Kings forfeited, Fun Gamers forfeited, Advanced Esports forfeited. So Zone Academy has now progressed 4 series without playing a single series, and now they're in the lower bracket final, 1 best of 3 away against playing against Nigma. And
I'm very excited to see what happens tomorrow and who's gonna forfeit first in the lower bracket finals. It really could be anybody's game at this point, but we will see. But no, I think Drago Kings will probably come to play. They've played every game they've attended so far.
They're playing.
Drago Kings, as far as they're aware, it's a normal bracket. They've played every series so far, so they haven't even had anybody forfeit against them. So they're chilling. They're having a good time.
Yeah, I'm bewildered, honestly bewildered. I really, and again, my final words for this, I really hope, for the sake of the Miswa region, ex-MENA region, I hope for future qualifiers, we get to see the return of Winter Bears, a couple of organizations, and just some maturity to the region. Yeah, there needs to be some maturity to the region, because I think right now, this is just, it's mental, it's crazy. But again, it technically is a
ESLs
new
and
region.
DreamLeagues for the taking right here, guys.
Guys, if Nigma gets invited, these teams will be qualifying to the tournament. So it's like you're 1 Nigma invitation away, because Falcons are so good they'll always be invited.
Let's go.
You're literally within touching distance of actually getting to real events and having the things that other teams will potentially never have access to. So please, build a real team. Focus up. And
something might be in the works. Maybe that's why we don't have these players, which are the good
I
players.
hope that would be really cool. Yeah.
Maybe they're still forming up, and we're just like, we want a little break after TI or whatever. But I mean, they weren't playing TI, but I don't know. Who knows? Either way, that's going to do it for this series. So as mentioned earlier, Nigma Galaxy are now through to the qualifying grand finals, which will be a full-on best of 5. So 3 games of this instead of 2. And we'll have the lower bracket finals tomorrow as well, which will be Zone Academy, who haven't played a series yet, versus Drago Kings, which have played every series so far. So that's going to be interesting. Guys, thank you for joining us for this series. It's been something. Hope you enjoyed it all the same, and we'll see you tomorrow for more Miswa action. Goodbye, and we'll hopefully see you tomorrow bright and early for that lower bracket game. So yep, see you in a bit, and goodbye.
If I say so, then it is so. If I say no, you better get low. On bended knee, yeah. All hail to the king, get it? Make way for the king, yeah. All hail to the king, get it? If I say so, then it is so. If I say no, you better get low. On bended knee, yeah. All hail to the king, get it? Oh, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling, oh, I'm feeling good. Wake up with no alarm, brand new kind of charm, and fresh hot coffee in a big old mug. Can't wait to get my face in the morning sun, yeah. Make a list, check it off, doing only what I want, 'cause there's nothing better than